Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. I have to tell you, the NFL offseason always brings surprises, but this one is truly a game changer for the Detroit Lions. It's not every year that you see a potential blockbuster move involving a quarterback like Mac Jones. And for Lions fans, this could mean a lot, a new dynamic at a position that's been a bit of a question mark lately. So let me walk you through what's happening, what it could mean for the Lions, and how this fits into the bigger picture of the 2025 season. First, let's set the stage. The Detroit Lions, after a remarkable 2024 campaign, are entering 2025 with sky-high expectations. They've built a roster that's arguably one of the strongest in the NFC, blending a potent mix of offense, defense, and special teams. Jared Goff, of course, has been the steadying force under center. Goff's had a renaissance in Detroit, proving doubters wrong and showing he can lead a team deep into the playoffs. But as we all know, the NFL is a league of constant change, and planning for the future is just as important as competing in the present. And that's where the situation with the backup quarterback room starts to get interesting. If we look back at the Lions' recent preseason, especially their game against the Los Angeles Chargers, it was clear that the backup options, Kyle Allen and Hendon Hooker, left a lot to be desired. Both failed to throw a single touchdown and, more worryingly, combined for 3 interceptions. That's not exactly confidence-inspiring, especially when you consider the importance of having a reliable backup in this league. When Goff inevitably hits a rough patch, or worse, gets injured, the Lions need someone who can step in seamlessly and keep the team afloat. Now, the Lions' front office has been quite proactive in addressing roster needs, and this could be one of those moments. They've been looking for ways to bolster their quarterback depth, and recent rumors have started swirling about a possible trade for Mac Jones. That's right, Mac Jones, the former first-round pick out of Alabama, who had an impressive rookie season with the New England Patriots, but has since seen his career hit some bumps in the road. After his rookie year, where he showed incredible accuracy and poise, Jones struggled to find consistency, and his situation has been somewhat unstable. Jones' journey since leaving New England has been turbulent, and that's putting it mildly. After a brief stint as a backup with the Jacksonville Jaguars, he's now with the San Francisco 49ers as Brock Purdy's backup. The Niners, as you know, have a deep roster and a very competitive quarterback room, but Jones has been looking for a fresh start and an opportunity to prove himself again as a starter. And interestingly, history has shown us that when given the right offensive scheme, Jones can be quite effective. His accuracy and decision-making are qualities that the Lions' offense, under head coach Dan Campbell and offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, could really utilize. Now, think about this for a second. The Lions already have David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield, providing a solid ground game that can take pressure off the quarterback. If Mac Jones were to come in, he could be a perfect fit as a game manager type, someone who can deliver accurate throws and keep drives alive. At only 26 years old, Jones is still very young in NFL terms, and he's got plenty of room to develop into a reliable starter, or at least a very capable backup who can step in without missing a beat. But why would the Lions go after Mac Jones? Well, for one, they need depth at quarterback, especially as Goff ages. Having a young, talented player like Jones on the roster provides stability, and if he can learn from Goff and the coaching staff, he might develop into a future starter. Plus, the Lions have shown a willingness to be aggressive in trades, especially when it comes to bolstering key positions. This move could be a strategic step to ensure that Detroit remains a serious contender in the NFC, not just for this season, but for the next few years. Let's also consider the bigger picture. The NFC North is tightening up. The Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers, and Chicago Bears are all making moves. Green Bay, with their young core, looks to be on the rise, and the Bears, with their recent draft picks, are building a competitive roster. The Vikings, despite some questions, still have a solid team, So, for the Lions, staying ahead of the competition is crucial, and having a reliable backup quarterback who can potentially step into a starting role if needed might just be the strategic edge they need. And if we take a look at the bigger NFL landscape, other teams have successfully used trades to improve their quarterback depth. The Los Angeles Chargers, for instance, have seen their backups step up in big moments, and teams like the 49ers have shown that having a versatile, accurate quarterback behind your starter can be a real difference maker. Mac Jones, with his skill set, could bring that kind of stability and potential upside to Detroit. Now, it's not just about filling a roster spot, it's about adding a player who has the potential to grow, to learn, and to eventually lead if needed. For Jones, coming to Detroit could be a fresh start, a chance to show his true potential in a system that emphasizes smart decision-making and efficient passing. And for the Lions, it's a calculated gamble, one that could pay off big time if Jones can regain his confidence and consistency. Of course, there are questions. Can Jones adapt to the Lions' offense? Will he fit into their culture of grit and resilience? And how much will it cost them in terms of draft picks or salary cap? These are all factors that the front office will have to weigh carefully. But from a strategic standpoint, it's a move that makes a lot of sense given the Lions' current roster needs and long-term planning. As we head into the preseason, with teams evaluating their rosters and trying to figure out the best combinations, the Lions might just be eyeing this opportunity to upgrade their quarterback room. It's a move that could define their season, providing security behind Goff, adding competition, and perhaps most importantly, giving the team peace of mind knowing they have a capable backup who can step up when needed. And remember, folks, this isn't just about next season. It's about the future of the franchise. The Lions are building something special, and acquiring a player like Mac Jones could be a part of that puzzle. With his youth, talent, and potential, he might just be the missing piece that helps Detroit take the next step towards Super Bowl glory. The NFC North is fierce, but if the Lions pull this off, they'll be even more formidable. They'll have a quarterback room that's deep, talented, and capable of handling whatever challenges come their way. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think trading for Mac Jones makes sense? Would you be excited to see him in that Lions uniform, competing with Goff or even as a future starter? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this team. I'll be back soon with more updates, rumors, and analysis, so stay tuned for all the latest Detroit Lions news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and you don't want to miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and let's keep supporting our Lions through thick and thin.